welcome back to Layna's Journey. This channel is all about my recovery from anorexia. Today's video was requested by someone on my Instagram. So the request was for my favorite distractions. So I'm going to list off 8 of my favorite distractions, because distractions are really key to getting through recovery and distracting yourself all the time. So let's get started. Okay guys, so the first one is music. I love this one because music, like just plugging in some earbuds and having a good playlist to jam out to, really helps me not think about everything like food, movement, food stress, ED behaviors. It just distracts me, and usually I'm doing it like while doing something like playing video games or coloring or something. Just music and having a really good playlist, maybe not so much sad songs, but like happy, upbeat songs that you can rock out to. That really helps me. So I definitely recommend having a really good playlist on hand to just listen to music and jam out and just drown out the worries, because that's one of my favorite things to do. The next one is talking to anyone that you feel comfortable with. Maybe a parent, maybe a sibling, maybe an aunt and uncle, a friend. Just talk to someone that you feel comfortable with about your feelings, or maybe just talk to them about random things. It doesn't even have to be talking about your eating disorder. It could be talking about legit anything, just to get your mind off of it. If it helps you to talk about it, that works too, but just talking about anything to get your mind off of it. It could be like a text, video chat. You can meet with someone in person. Just talking with someone to get your mind off of the ED behaviors, the ED, and everything. Just get your mind off of it. It really helps. So yeah. Number 3 is one of my favorite ones, video games. I love video games, especially Roblox. And so I play video games and literally my mind just goes right off of food, right off of my stress, right off my anxiety. It really helps me to just turn off all the worries. And it's one of my favorite things to do, especially playing Bloxburg and building houses. Just any video game, just if you like video games, it could be reading as well. Just something that you enjoy really helps. Like just I like to just sit down and play some video games because it just takes my mind off of it. Like anything that takes your mind off of it is a good distraction. Anything that is not an ED behavior, just make sure that your distractions aren't ED behaviors or linked to your ED. Because sometimes the ED likes to convince you, oh, this is a distraction, and really it's just an ED behavior, right? So yeah. Number 4 is TV show. Watch a TV show, watch a movie. My favorite TV show is Heartland, and so I just sit down and watch that, and it takes my mind off of it, and I stop thinking about it because I'm like invested in the show, and it really helps me to just turn off everything, because I get really invested in shows, like emotionally invested, and so it's a great way for me to stop thinking about everything. So definitely TV shows and movies are a good distractor if that's something that you're interested in and you like. If you don't really like TV shows and movies, you could read a book or something, just, anything. Next, 5 is hobbies. So like crafts, puzzles, reading, knitting, scrapbooking, just anything. Like a hobby that's not linked to your ED. You gotta make sure that it's not linked to your ED, because as I said before, the ED can trick you into thinking, oh, this is just a hobby, when really it's an ED behavior. For example, I thought that walking was a hobby for me, but it was an ED behavior. So I don't use that as a distraction anymore, because it's honestly just a compensation method and an ED behavior. So make sure that your hobbies and your distractions are not linked to your ED. That's very, very important. That's honestly the number one thing here. Make sure that it's not linked to your ED, because the ED is very tricky and sneaky and manipulative. So yeah, next one is 6, shopping. This one I know people can't do all the time because it's taxing on the bank account. But for me, something that gets my mind instantly off my eating disorder, shopping. Whether it be for yummy snacks, drinks, clothes, crafting supplies, random stuff, just anything. Takes my mind off it. I love shopping. So not everybody likes shopping, but I love shopping. It could be in-person shopping, online shopping, anything. Sometimes I'll just go onto a website and start looking at things and putting things in my wish list, because that's also something, it distracts me. Like I go into Romley or Shein and just put things in my cart. I don't necessarily buy them, but I look at things and be like, oh, that's cute. That's really cute. I'll put that in my cart. Maybe sometime I'll get it. So just distracting myself with that, it really does work. You don't have to buy the item per se, just looking at it, you know. Maybe like if you're like, oh, I'm thinking about getting this purse, or I need a new purse. Let me go look at some purses. You don't have to buy it, but just looking into it, you know, just looking into it or putting things in your cart really honestly distracts me. So I like to recommend that to you guys. 7, family time. I know this is not an option for everyone because a lot of people have working parents. They may be an only child, or they may be living on their own, they may be moved out. There are so many factors, but just someone you consider family maybe. But like I like to spend time with my mom, my sisters, my dad. Just spending quality time with people gets my mind off of it because I'm focusing on making memories and being in the moment instead of focusing on my eating disorder and thinking about food and food stress and planning and everything. So yeah. 8 is the same, almost like, it's really similar to 7. It's friend time. So just going out with friends, maybe calling with a friend, texting a friend. Because I know that with COVID right now, there's like really heavy restrictions on that. So, you know, just hang out with a friend. You could just go out and do something, go out and, you know, go to a park, call them. If you guys don't really have any friends that you want to reach out to, my DMs on Instagram are always open. You guys are more than welcome to text me and we can chat and, you know, just hang out. You know, I'm more than happy to talk with you guys. I love talking with you guys. And I love giving people advice because I like to like share what I've learned and stuff. So yeah. And before I end this video, I really want to touch more on the making sure your distractions are things that you love and aren't linked to your ED. So as I said, hobbies is one of the things that can distract you. I know a lot of people have the hobby of running or lifting weights or any kind of movement or physical activity. That might not be the best distractor. If I'm being honest, I would not use that as a distraction method because it can often be a compensation method and linked to your ED. So I've encouraged you guys to make a list of distractions that you guys like, and make sure, and I want you to go through each one and make sure that it has no link to your ED. Yeah, like one of my hobbies is shopping for protein bars. So I sat there and I thought, how is this linked to my ED? And I was like, I thought about it and no. At the end of the day, I love to shop for protein bars just because I simply love them and I love comparing prices. And so, yeah. And also one of my hobbies is baking and cooking. And so I will go and bake and cook, but it has no link to my ED because it's something I truly love. So just make sure that none of your distractions are linked to your ED because the ED likes to convince that something is for fun when it really is just a compensation behavior and a control tactic. So just making sure that the hobbies are good for you and boost you up. So yeah, one of my hobbies is puzzles. I love doing puzzles, especially doing puzzles with my mom. It's one of my favorite things. So yeah, and one of my recent hobbies is going outside and drawing with chalk with my little sister so I can get some sun and just be able to enjoy the summertime. And yeah, and one thing I definitely recommend for distraction is staying busy. It's good to have downtime, but stay busy, you know, stay active. Don't let yourself just be thinking too much because it starts you start to overthink everything and start to plan and start to let your ED take over. So just make sure that you have things that you can do so that you're not solely thinking about your stressors and your anxieties, because that's very important. So yeah, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for 300 followers on my Instagram. Here's my Instagram username for my recovery account. Thank you guys so much. It means so much to me that you guys want to follow me on my journey, and it makes me feel really happy that I can help people and share my experiences with people. It honestly has been a great coping tool and it's held me accountable for a lot of things. I make sure that I eat all that I'm supposed to, because I know that I can't be, posting all these things about like recovery and not follow through on doing my recovery. So you guys definitely helped me in my recovery, and I thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos as well. Some of the upcoming videos that I'm planning is somebody requested a day in my life, so I'm going to be doing a day in my life in anorexia recovery. I'm also going to soon be doing an eat with me video, because I know that a lot of people watch eating disorder videos while they eat to help them. So I was thinking about doing like a mukbang sort of video and eating and talking about eating disorders, so you guys can have something to watch when you guys eat or something, if that's something you guys want to see. Just let me know in the comments if that's something you guys want to see. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these distraction methods were helpful. Really, distractions are different for everyone. It's really just about your hobbies and your interests. So just find something that you love, makes you happy. And yeah, here is my TikTok username. I don't really post on there. I'm not big on TikTok, so I don't really like TikTok very much. I prefer Instagram, so I don't really post there, but I'll put it in there anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry I haven't been posting a lot. I've been hanging out a lot with my dad because he is moving away, but he's going to be moving away shortly, and very sadly he'll be moving away, and so I'm going to be filming a lot more to try to keep me busy. So yeah, I'll be posting a lot more videos for you guys, and thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Keep kicking eating disorder butt. And yeah, I love you, my little jelly beans. Bye guys.